Welcome back, everybody, to the Weapon X podcast. I'm your host, Max Goodman.
No, I am Ethan Marquardt.
This is episode 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost to 10. That's crazy.
9.
9. I would smack the table. I don't want to knock everything over.
You're right. I would.
Just break the table. Computer goes flying over.
Giant explosion happens that you're going to edit later.
The podcast is just dead. It never comes back. Ooh, we got a pretty good episode tonight.
Yeah, we do.
Because we're starting phase 2 of the MCU. We are like...
Phase 2.
We are plowing through this marathon so far.
Yeah, we are.
We just did Avengers last week, so if you missed that, go check it out.
I just posted on the Instagram. Go check it out. Please.
All right, yeah. So Iron Man 3 review, and then we're going to go right into some childhood video games that I brought in to talk about and share with the world. Because you guys need to play them or check them out and do something with them.
Do something, my friends.
Every now and then, one of us is going to bring in a set of games, and we're just going to chat about them.
We're just going to rant about it, basically.
Because it's our childhood.
Yeah, it is.
And then last but not least, we're going to be playing One's Gotta Go, which we were going to do last week, but...
We were exhausted. And
we were talking about Avengers way too much.
But it was Avengers, dude. It's bound to happen. Like, wait until we get to Endgame. That's going to be, like, the whole episode.
That's just going to be the whole episode, yeah. Do like Infinity War and Endgame in the same episode? No,
that's like 4 hours long.
There's still 2 movies in between that they released.
We don't care about them.
No. Without further ado, though, let's get into Iron Man 3. Look at this beautiful slipcase. It's got the same effect as the Avengers one, but its arc reactor's like shining, and it's like even better.
I think it's like my favorite.
Hopefully the light's not like reflecting off that badly, so I'm just gonna like move it around.
I don't know. Yeah. I think this is my favorite case so far for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, and it's another beautiful slip case. It's the same thing underneath. Add it to the stack. Iron Man 3. When's the last time all of you have watched Iron Man 3? When was the last time you watched it before we just watched it right before we did this?
Probably when it came out. We remember Redbox, guys. Remember those when you're like rented films?
Redbox.
Yeah, we rented on Redbox, and that was the last time I watched it.
So that was probably years ago.
Yes.
Years ago. That's crazy. Yeah. And so, just like after rewatching it all these years later, in like one word, describe how you felt about the movie.
No.
Bruh.
I'm actually very happy to say it's better than I remember it being.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Better than Iron Man 2.
No, I think Iron Man 2 is better.
Way better.
No.
Way better.
No, Iron Man 2 is better.
You know, everyone called this the Black Sheep.
But like, what's bizarre about it, looking back on it? No. Iron Man 2 is by far the Black Sheep.
Right, but not just like the Black Sheep of the Iron Man movies, but the Black Sheep of the MCU as a whole, everyone said.
Which is bizarre to think about.
And another reason why people said it is because it's directed by Shane Black, so he's the Black Sheep. I mean, he is kind of a black sheep. I mean, no one really cares that much about Shane Black, but I will say I think he did a good job with Iron Man 2.
No, he did. I'm impressed. I didn't even know it was by him.
Yeah.
Because let's all not forget that when he directed that god-awful Predator movie and brought in a sex offender and he told nobody about it, by the way.
Yeah, Shane Black. Weird guy.
Very weird guy.
But at least he ended the Iron Man trilogy with a bang. Literally.
No,
literally. So let's get into it.
Yeah. All right.
Opening scene.
I'll start off because I'm the opening guy.
Yep.
Yeah. I actually loved it. I loved it was like foreshadowing. Like we got the first thing we saw was the Iron Man suits and they're blowing up. Like foreshadowing what's going to happen later.
Yeah.
And it's like they did something different. They have Tony Stark narrating it. And then it cuts back to him to 99 playing that awesome song Blue, the Euro dance song.
Yeah. I'm blue, da ba dee da. Yeah. That was so funny how it opened with that. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was great. It was like to New Year's. In Switzerland, by the way, if you guys don't remember, Yinsen talks about that.
Yinsen is Iron Man 1.
Speaking of Yinsen, he shows up.
He shows up. And yeah, in Iron Man 1, Yinsen's talking to him, and he's like, we met once in Switzerland at like a science conference, but you wouldn't remember because you were too drunk. And this is literally that conference. He's like super drunk. He's walking around with that one chick, and he's just like...
And apparently that one chick's like very important for this movie, too.
And then Yinsen just walks up to him, and he's like, "Hello, Mr. Stark, my name is Yinsen. I'd like to introduce you to this guy here," and everything like that. And he just blows him off, and then he's like, "Perhaps another time." Which is just crazy to think about because that's like the only time he shows up. He says about another time, and you just think of Iron Man 1. You're like, hold up, another time. The next time he sees him, they're both held captive in a cave, and he literally saves Tony's life, and then he like sacrifices himself, and it's just
insane.
It's just so like sad and like, oh, dude, it's a great cameo.
It's a good detail. Like that's
Great
how,
detail.
That's how like clear and structured Marvel was before.
It's how like connected. Yeah, everything had a path. It was so good.
Yeah, it's also funny how like Tony, if you think about it, Tony's life kind of changed dramatically all because of that one night in Switzerland. Because like that's also where we introduced the new villain, Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce.
I don't remember his character's name already.
Aldrich Killian.
Aldrich Killian.
Aldrich Killian.
I'm just going to call him Guy Pearce.
Supposedly the Mandarin. We'll get into that.
I'm just going to say Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce. Yeah, I'll say Guy Pearce too.
I don't care about his name.
Who looks like Albert Wesker from Resident Evil 5.
Honestly, I didn't like buy it at first, but like the more I saw the movies, like, I can actually.
Yeah, in this movie, if it's slick back hair, give him the shades, it looks just like him.
I can honestly, especially some of the stunts he was doing, like I can actually see him playing a good Albert Wesker.
Yeah, which we just finished Resident Evil 5. We finished our full playthrough, all the DLCs on the Weapon X Gamers Twitch. We streamed it all. And, we're saving it all up to release the second channel, Weapon X Gamers YouTube channel. We're going to release all the playthroughs there.
But before
for now, just go follow us on Twitch and turn on notifications when we start streaming. Because right after this podcast, we're starting Resident Evil 6.
Yeah, or what I like to call DraftKings Head from Human.
Yes.
Which
will make sense if you guys watch the stream. All right, but back to this.
If you see it, yeah.
Yeah, Guy Pearce is the villain, Aldrich Killian. And he's so weird at the beginning. He's got like long hair and he's like limping around. He's like, oh, Mr. Stark, I want to meet you so badly.
Nothing like what Guy Pearce is known. If you guys haven't seen Memento, Guy Pearce was perfect in that. He was like such a calm, quick back, and like he's always thinking his head. Like he's not like afraid of anything. Like especially when a guy shot him, he's like, no, apparently he's chasing me. He's just running away.
It's a completely different character from Guy Pearce.
Great. Honestly, Guy Pearce is a great actor.
Yeah, Tony's just like brushing him off the whole time. He doesn't care.
He
like slips through the elevator last second, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, he made it somehow! Man, get this guy out of here!" And like Happy's with him the whole time. He's his bodyguard, and Happy's got a mullet. He literally looks like Vincent from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, he does. That'd be.
I think he had an earring and everything. I don't know. He had like more of like a beard, and
it was the '90s.
The slick back mullet and everything looked just like Vincent from Pulp Fiction. It's so funny.
I love how that's like they de-age him to make him look like they added all that to make him look like he's like young like in the '90s because everyone had that in the '90s.
Yeah. And like in the narration, Iron Man's talking about how like this is the day he created demons without even knowing it. And it's because that one girl, I don't even remember her name in the movie. Honestly, she's so forgettable. I don't even remember the actress's name. So that's why we're not gonna rank. We're not gonna
something.
Yeah, we're not gonna rank her in the MCU girls.
I love how I said she's like important, but like honestly, she's not that important.
Right. She's just important for like one reason, and that's because she like wants to create this new like formula thing that can help regrow lost limbs and like regenerate life.
Which I don't really remember the movie explaining that well. I must have like zoned out for that part, but like I never really understood.
Yeah, she's like testing out plants. Happy like breaks a branch off and then it like regrows, but it explodes because there's like a fault in it, and Iron Man was trying to help her figure it out, but then they just ended up like
banging.
Just ended up having sex, and he wakes up, leaves, and forgets everything ever happened.
Because he was a kind of a douchebag back then. He like writes down the equation on the back of like his.
Yeah, which she took like completely seriously and thought that it was like the actual answer, so she kept her research going. Meanwhile, Tony Stark forgot everything, and we cut to like present day, completely forgets about that night in Switzerland.
No, that night meant nothing to him. It was kind of funny. He like almost solves the entire equation for her when he was just drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how good of a scientist he is.
But it still didn't work because now there's this new terrorist running around called the Mandarin.
But I do like the way they introduced the Mandarin too, on like the terrorist, like
Yeah, I really like when it cuts to the news footage. It's like the 10 rings, and they keep interrupting the broadcast, and it's like Ben Kingsley, who plays the Mandarin.
Mandarin,
by the way, who's like one of the greatest actors of all time. He does such a good job at just being this terrifying terrorist and everything. You think like, whoa, Ben Kingsley's the villain. This is like the villain, this like scary guy. The guy like leading the 10 rings, which are the exact same terrorists that kidnapped Tony and basically created Iron Man from him in the first place.
Yeah, like all goes back.
Like it should be his arch Nemi.
Nemi.
It should be his arch nemesis.
Lenny.
Memento, Guy Pearce.
Yeah.
Should be his arch nemesis, but we'll get to what happens with that later on. But yeah, it's like news broadcasts, and they've been doing all these like bombings and everything that we're gonna learn about.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the big bad for the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this movie's also a Christmas movie.
Eat your heart out, Die Hard.
It takes place all during Christmas time. It has some Christmas music in it too. It's got snow in it.
It's got the Christmas music. It's a Christmas movie, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
We all know that.
We pick up with Pepper Potts. She's back.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow, doing great as always.
Yeah.
She's CEO of Stark Industries, after Iron Man 2, so we got to see what's going on there. Happy's head of security there.
Yeah,
and Guy Pearce shows up.
And he's all hot and sexy, like Guy Pearce should be.
Yeah. And like deep down, he has a grudge against Tony because in Switzerland, when he was in the elevator, Tony was like, yo, I like your organization called AIM, which is a big thing in the comics, but it doesn't really do anything at all here.
It doesn't.
Because AIM was like MODOK's like whole like thing and stuff like that. So that one night he was up on the roof, and Tony literally just ditched him. Mm-hmm. So like ever since then, that's like his villain backstory, guys.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's literally it, yeah.
So he comes back years later, and he's not like the nerdy, limping looking guy anymore. He's sexy now.
He's hot Guy Pearce, guys.
Hot Guy Pearce, Wesker looking dude.
He's also smart too. Gotta take him seriously. He's hot Guy Pearce.
Yeah, because he starts showing Pepper his big brain. It's like all this beautiful holographic technology, and he's like, look, right there, and the brain is like a missing spot, which means humans can be upgraded. We fill in that spot with some superpowers, and everyone can be great.
Yeah, that always goes well.
Yeah, and she's like, that's a dumb idea. Get out of here. And then he just like leaves, and he's all depressed because
he got rejected.
The deal. Yeah, but he's got a master plan anyway, so it wasn't a biggie for him.
It wasn't that biggie.
Happy, however, is like onto him from the start. I love that like FaceTime call he gives Tony.
Yeah, he's like outdated with technology.
Yeah, and he can't turn he can't flip the camera around. He's like, how do you do it? He's like, how do you do it? It's like, anyways, Pepper's flirting with Guy Pearce in there. You got to come stop it. But Iron Man just doesn't care because he's building suits constantly. He's constantly just upgrading tech. He even says in the movie that he hasn't slept in like days.
Yeah, because he's suffering from PTSD.
Yeah, which is like one of the big things in this movie.
Which I actually like, unlike what they did in Iron Man 2. Like, it actually affects the plot.
Yeah, and I also like it because Avengers was literally the movie before this one. So this is like a sequel to Avengers, a sequel to Iron Man. So yeah, he's dealing with PTSD when he had to fly the nuke into the wormhole and all the aliens attacked Earth because it was like, he almost died.
Yeah.
And he's like scared that they're going to return, like even like bigger, and the Earth's not going to be able to defend them.
Mm-hmm. And like he can't defend the one person he loves, which is Pepper Potts.
Exactly. So this is the start of him, feeling like, okay, what do I got to do here? And then eventually leads to Ultron, Age of Ultron, and all that stuff.
Which now that I'm thinking about it, like it makes sense why he acted like that in Age of Ultron, which is perfect.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait till we get to Ultron. It's like one of my favorite Avengers movies.
Yeah. So Happy starts like going after this guy, and Guy Pearce, he has like all kinds of droogs with him, bunch of goons, like a chewing gum guy.
I don't even know his real name.
No one knows that character's name. He's just the bald chewing gum guy that has like the same fire abilities as everyone else.
Yeah, he
just keeps showing up over and over again. He's just such a nuisance.
He's just annoying. He's not funny. He's not entertaining. He's just annoying. Like when he put down that kid that we meet later is like, what do you want for Christmas, boy?
Yeah. Hey son, what do you want for Christmas? It's like, bro, why are you chewing gum in every scene? It's like, it's supposed to be a bad guy thing? Bad guys chew gum all the time now?
Or like tobacco or something. Like, does that have to be a bad guy thing?
I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, Happy follows him, and they start like dealing with like other crippled people, and he just literally like the guy that he gives this like weird stuff to. Happy like bumps into him and like takes one of the pieces, but then the dude literally just like starts heating up and just explodes and literally atomizes everyone at the Chinese theater. Mm-hmm. But Happy somehow survives.
Yeah, because he needs to. And that guy too, we see him like all that lava thing just like rebuilding his body.
Yeah, because the blast hit the chewing gum dude as well. But he regenerates because he's got the same like heat abilities as everyone else. The demons.
I think it's kind of weird that there's like a heating ability, but for regeneration.
Yeah, weird things. I don't know. I really don't know if the whole like heat bad guy, like Aldrich Killian and all this kind of stuff is in the comics. I literally have no idea. I've never looked into it.
Neither have I. I've never heard of it in the comics. And it's always been such a weird thing to me, like the heat thing.
Yeah, just like the heat power bad
Like,
guys.
and I don't really see this as like an Iron Man villain too.
Yeah, it's like
It's strange.
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, Happy gets like literally destroyed, so he's in the hospital the rest of the movie.
And then all the other people become like cartoon silhouettes, which look kind of weird.
Yeah, all the like ash shadows, like after like the nukes and everything that go off.
Yeah.
It's literally like the same thing because like these dudes' bodies heat up to like thousands of degrees, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. But then Iron Man meets up with Rhodey. Rhodey's back in this movie.
Hey, he's the Iron Patriot.
Iron Patriot, not War Machine. I really do like the Iron Patriot suit design, though.
Oh, that's cool.
How it's the red, white, and blue and everything. They make fun of the name the whole time. It's like, I still think the suit's cool.
No, that's a cool suit. It won't be War Machine, though.
Yeah, no. War Machine is still peak. So
Next time.
it makes sense they keep making fun of him. But yeah, those little kids walk up to Tony and Rhodey in the bar because they want like an autograph and everything. And then the one kid like whispers in his ear.
I don't know if that was like Tony like getting an anxiety attack and he just imagined that, or that kid actually did that.
That's what I think. But like rewatching it again, I think the kid actually just straight up whispered in his ear and is like, "How did you get how'd you get out of the wormhole?" And then Tony starts freaking out and having like the PTSD attack. And I love how like when he walks out of the bar, you see like all the cars and like motorcycles parked up there.
But he had his
suit is just like parked right next to a motorcycle, and he just gets into it like that's his vehicle.
What's funny is that like I feel like anyone could have walked in that suit and just took it.
Well, I mean, it opened up for him because it's like linked to him.
Yeah,
so.
it's true. They did establish that earlier. It's like linked to him.
And someone probably could have like chained it up in the back of their truck and just drive off, but Tony would just call it back anyways.
Yeah, I mean, like it can like come into like different smaller pieces too.
But this movie's suit is one of my favorites, the Mark 42. It's what this helmet is right here. Actually, it's like a costume I got when I was a little kid after the movie. When I saw this movie in theaters, I was obsessed with it for a while. I got the Mark 42 like kids costume. It came with that mask, and I got like the gun attachment and everything.
Yeah.
And I got all the Lego sets, so I have like the Guy Pearce minifigure from this movie and everything. Like I like loved this movie when I was a kid.
It's
So,
actually.
I will always be an Iron Man 3 defender.
It's a good movie.
But yeah, the Mark 42 is such a cool suit because he injects those like trackers in him, and he like has to like flick his wrist like Spider-Man almost, and the suit like comes to him in pieces.
In a way, like we see later, I feel like he's like become kind of a music composer for like an opera. Like he's like composing.
The way he's like composing and directing like
He's
all
like,
of his suits to do things.
He's like this, like Amadeus.
Yeah, it's really cool stuff.
Yeah,
and I love also with this suit like how it's like a prototype and not finished and doesn't like always work right. You see that from the beginning. That becomes like a major thing because it ends up being like his only suit. So he has to use like his like own intelligence and smarts without the suit for like certain situations.
That's actually
and
another
stuff.
thing why I love it. Like this may be an Iron Man movie. We see a lot of time with Tony more than Iron Man.
Exactly.
Which is cool.
Yeah, we get more Tony showing like how like intelligent he is.
Yeah.
That he's not just the armor, not the guy in the suit like Cap was bringing up.
Which kind of
Avengers.
just like shows that Cap's argument's completely wrong now. Like
Yeah.
before it's just half right. Now Tony like really proved him wrong.
Yeah, like Tony is a hero. Iron Man is a hero. Like
He is something without that suit.
great. He's the main character of the MCU. And I love it. And I personally think Robert Downey Jr. is like the best like looking actor on film. I don't know what it is, but like him being recorded on film on the big screen just like looks like cinema. No matter what movie he's in, no matter what scene he is cinema.
I can see that. I feel like that for Arnold in a weird way. Not like as like amazing acting or I don't even know about it. Like he just looks like cinema. Like Terminator, he has that like beautiful comic book accurate.
I think that too. Like back in like the 80s and like 90s, they actually like cast bodybuilders as like the actors. They're not like actual actors when they started off, but they had that comic book fantasy looking appearance.
And
so like when you see it on film, it's literally just like comic books and like movies come to life.
They just make it look beautiful and like cinematic. Like anything Arnold's in, honestly, just cinematic. No matter how bad it is, like. For Conan the Barbarian, they didn't need to train him because usually, you know how nowadays they have to train the actor to get them that shredded?
Yeah.
They didn't need to. Arnold was already
they already just get these bodybuilders and everything like that.
And like they said like for like the reference photos from like or comics or like D&D stuff, he already looked exactly like he came out of like one of those like books.
Yeah, it's
just how built he is.
It's just great, yeah. Robert Downey Jr. is just one of my favorite actors too, so that's probably why I also feel that way. But I don't know, it's just like something about him on screen. I'm just like locked into the movie the whole time.
Christian Bale's another example I like to think
Christian
of.
Bale is great too.
One of my favorite actors.
And Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's another one that I'm just locked into the screen no matter what movie. I want to see a movie with Christian Bale, Johnny Depp, and Robert Downey Jr. all co-starring.
How would that work though? What would they do?
It would just be some fun movie of original characters. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to make it one day.
They're all like some of the most dedicated actors. Like Christian Bale is like my inspiration for an actor, honestly.
Yeah, like it's those are like my top actors.
And Brad Pitt. But Brad Pitt's just a beautiful man.
Right. Yeah, back to the movie though. Yeah, the Mark 42 is such a sick armor.
I love the design, honestly. Like the more yellow than red. It's kind of cool.
After Tony finds out about Happy and goes and visits him at the hospital, the press, like the paparazzi and everything, like start bombarding him, and it's like, Tony, what do you think about the latest Mandarin attack?
We're gonna do anything about it? And then he just like
the one dude was like, who's gonna kill this guy? Like someone needs to kill this guy already. And he's like, that's how you feel, huh? And and then he just gives his home address on the news.
Just threaten a terrorist, man.
Yeah, it threatens him. He's like, Mandarin, here's my address. Come fight me like a man.
Which is funny because I immediately thought of Tropic Thunder, which he's in when Tom Cruise threatened those terrorists.
He just pulled a Tom Cruise on the Mandarin.
It was kind of great.
And then he grabs that like reporter's phone and just breaks it in front of him.
Bill me. That's all he said, and then he drove away.
Yeah, and he gets back to his house with like the 15-foot tall stuffed bunny that he got Pepper for Christmas. Mm-hmm. And I love their little interaction when she shows up and like his suit is just sitting on the couch like this waiting for her, and they kind of have that like little moment. But then he's not even in the suit at all.
No, yeah.
Because he's just obsessed with like working. At least we see him working out in this movie.
Yeah.
He's so shredded in the past few movies, and we've never seen him like work out once. Like, dang, Tony, how'd you
do it, man?
How do you have time for all this?
He's kind of got a little bit of a dad bod going though too. It's kind of funny.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of just the way like Robert Downey Jr. stands as Iron Man. He's got more of that like posture to him.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, like Tony, like you don't really need Tony to be like shredded like he's like Tony Stark in the comics and the animated shows, like a built bodybuilder for some reason. It doesn't make sense for him.
I love all his tight, like, long-sleeve shirts, though, with the arc reactor glowing through it. Mm-hmm. This is the last movie we get the arc reactor in his chest, glowing.
Because he gets rid of the arc reactor.
I know. But, you know, I miss for future movies, because I mean, there's, like, adds, like, so much to, like, Tony's character. Just seeing that glowing arc reactor, and then you just know it's, like, it's funny. Him alive.
Like, when we watched Avengers, that's when I always thought as a kid, like, that was just on the shirt. Like, that was the symbol.
Yeah,
like,
I thought that was, like, part of the shirt, yeah.
It wasn't, like, the arc reactor glowing through the shirt.
And I was always like, where does he get all these cool shirts? They just, the costume team just, like, found the perfect shirts to have the glowing arc reactor go through just to make them look cool.
Mm-hmm. And
it's
it works.
Like, bro, like, I want a shirt like that so bad.
It adds to his character, definitely. Like, I miss the look at the arc reactor. I missed it already, even though we just watched the film with it.
Yeah. And then the one girl from Switzerland in the past just shows up to his house.
I still don't remember her name.
I don't remember her name either.
I don't care.
And she looks on the news like, guys, should we be worried about that? And there's a freaking missile going right towards his mansion.
Yeah, I love the destruction of his house. Like, when they get another good use of slow motion here, too. Like, when she's, like, Pepper and everyone's, like, getting blasted from the nuke. No, not the missile.
Rocket.
The rocket, yeah. Like, it's all in slow motion. We just see the Mark 42, which is, like, attached to her fast.
That's literally one of my favorite shots in the movie. And, yeah, it's like a good use of not the way Zack Snyder does it.
It's like Schneider.
All get blown up, yeah. And then you, like, flicks his wrist, like, points it towards Pepper, and, like, all the pieces, like, clap onto her and everything, and saves her life.
Tony another way sacrificed himself. Mm-hmm. Like, he could have died.
There's another time he sacrificed himself, yeah. Mm-hmm. And she, like, picks him up in the suit, and she starts, like, rocking the suit.
Yeah.
And saves, like, the other girl.
Which we foreshadowed for, like, Endgame.
Yeah, but then there's, like, 3 choppers outside just, like, keep shooting missiles, and this whole house starts collapsing. Mm-hmm. We see, like, all of his suits and his dummy robot just get destroyed.
Oh, not the dummy robot.
And then he calls the Mark 42 back to him, but it's not, like, at, like, full power, so he kind of has to, like, think of clever ways to destroy the choppers. Like the piano sliding down, he blasts the piano so that way it flings towards the copter and blows it up.
Yeah, because like the past 2 movies, like he's kind of overpowered. He's always in the jets. He can easily take out the helicopter.
Yeah, he can fly and everything, but flight power's not even restored yet in the Mark 42.
And I love how he's running around in the suit and like thinking of those clever ways. It's great.
Yeah, he has to like rip open the little like missile in his arm, throw it, eyeball it, to like shoot it, to blow up one of the helicopters and everything. It's such cool action in this movie.
This is more of a Tony Stark movie than Iron Man movie. That makes sense, which is great.
Tony Stark 3.
Honestly.
Yeah, and then he like passes out underwater after he destroys all the copters, and Jarvis is like the MVP of the movie. We get so much Jarvis.
I'm happy about that too.
Yeah, played by Paul Bettany, who's literally the perfect casting because he turned out to be beautiful for Vision.
Yeah.
That's just crazy how they cast this guy to do voice acting for all these movies, and then they're like, hey, how would you put you like in front of the screen and see how well you'd look as Vision? He's perfect.
Yeah, he was perfect.
Honestly, that's probably one of the greatest like castings and like happy accidents they've ever had in Marvel.
Yeah. Like I remember when I watched Age of Ultron and I saw like Vision come out with, like that like bathtub or whatever, that like
capsule.
Yeah, the capsule thing. It was like, fuck's this guy? What's he doing? And it was like, wait a minute, is that Vision? Oh my god, that's Vision. That's Jarvis doing it. That's amazing.
I know, it's so cool. But yeah, Iron Man gets like flown away to Tennessee because that's where they like spotted Mandarin attacks and stuff. Mm-hmm. And he like ends up in the snow, and that's when he meets Harley.
Harley Quinn.
You guys remember Harley? The little boy in Iron Man 3, the potato gun.
I honestly didn't. I kind of remember him because of Infinity War, but like looking back, I kind of wish they brought him back. Wish he was in more movies.
Yeah, his cameo in Endgame though, at his funeral, was awesome.
No,
that was such a cool touch to like bring him back, and he should have just been the next Iron Man.
No, they should have set him up for the next Iron Man.
Yeah, instead of Tony Stark being like a dad to Peter Parker, and Peter Parker always like looking up to Iron Man and everything. It's just sort of like this just like kept like him and Harley's relationship going, and Harley just became like the new Iron Man or something like that.
Or what if Harley was the next Spider-Man, even though his name's not Peter Parker?
Yeah, no, I think everyone would hate you for what you just said.
Yeah. But I mean, with the way the MCU is doing,
he needs to be Iron Man. He needs to be an Iron Man. But yeah, I love their like back and forth. They're like the whole relationship with this kid and him is just so much fun to watch. And he like brings him like around his town and shows him where like one of the bombs went off that killed a bunch of people. And I like how he was talking about how like the village was like talking about how like the 5 shadows were like the people that got to go to heaven, but the guy that like had the bomb doesn't have a shadow, so he didn't get to go. And just showing that kind of like community coming up with like their own like reasons and
to
beliefs
cope with it better
over things. Yeah, it just shows that like tight little like town community in the country kind of thing, which I like. Yeah, so he works with this boy to like try and gain power back in the suit.
Mm-hmm. Because this boy's like obsessed with Iron Man.
Yeah, and the boy's like a genius too.
Yeah.
Like he's like almost as smart as Tony. It's really weird.
So yeah, he should have been Iron Man.
Yeah. And then he like meets with this woman that has like information on like AIM and like all their stuff, and this like one like creepy woman like shows up, and she also has the fire powers, and starts going after him, and we get like such an awesome like fight scene between her and Tony, because Tony literally doesn't have a suit this entire time, and he's got like handcuffs on, and he like jumps through a window in like a diner.
He's like, watch this.
Yeah, and then he like puts the cuffs around her neck to like choke her out, but she like heats it up, but he like uses that to like heat up the cuffs so he could break loose. And then he's just like, as he's walking throughout the kitchen in this diner, he's like unplugging like the gas and like the propane. He's like throwing the dog tags in the microwave, and he's kicking over like gas and oil drums, lighting them on fire, all just to set up a massive explosion to take her out. And it does. She literally explodes and her body's hanging on the wires.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was a good action scene.
Such a great scene.
Showing how capable Tony is without the suit. God, I wish we got more of that later in the series, like later in the MCU.
Yeah, she's just in the suit like all the time later on.
They like, I don't know how, but in a way downgraded him.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that's when the chewing gum guy shows back up.
The chewing gum guy. And that's when he does like the Santa Claus thing.
Yeah, that's when he does the Santa Claus thing, because he has Harley.
Which is stupid. I didn't like that.
Yeah. We get more like PTSD attacks with him, and like Harley trying to like calm Tony down and everything.
Even though Harley was the one who kind of started it.
Yeah. And then they found out that like the Mandarin is like based in Miami, Florida. and it just jump cuts to Miami, Florida.
Yeah, he just
Tony's
drove
already there.
all the way to Miami.
But we get a cool
Florida.
little like shopping scene of like Tony going to like Home Depot and buying like all these like random items, and he makes a whole bunch of homemade like death like weapons.
Yeah, no, that was
equipment.
a cool part.
Yeah, like the ornament bombs. I loved. He's like walking around the mansion, just like shooting all these guys with a nail gun, throwing like ornament bombs at them.
Yeah, it's showing how much he can kick ass.
Yeah, and he's got that cool like electric glove that he just like puts on the guy's head and literally just shocks him to death. It just shows how intelligent he is.
What a cool character. What a great moment for this guy. I love it. Though it's funny, like, we see him using a nail gun perfectly fine, but when he has an actual gun, he can't aim for shit.
Yeah, he can't do anything with an actual gun.
No.
But he can. Yeah, he hits every shot with the nail gun. It's insane.
Which is funny.
Yeah.
Probably because he didn't have, like, the giant scope on it.
Yeah, and then he finally like gets into the mansion, and that's when Ben Kingsley, the Mandarin, is in there.
His name is Trevor.
His name's actually Trevor, and like his like introduction, like when he first meets Iron Man, is that like he like pulls the sheets off the bed, and like those two hot girls are in there.
Oh, that was
and then we just
great.
hear the toilet flushing, and he just runs out of it, and he's like, "Hello."
He's like OD'd or something. He's like acting like his brain was so messed up from substances he's been doing. You can tell.
Yeah. He just takes a bunch of drugs, and he's just like a super dumb guy, and he just happens to be like a stage actor, so he's not even the Mandarin or anything like that.
Yeah, and it's funny too. Tony's original thought for like his reasoning to help them was like to help him cure him. He's like, no, to get more drugs.
Yeah,
he just
just
wanted
to get more drugs. They found him on the street.
Yeah, and they hired him.
They hired him to be like this.
They gave me this
insane
palace,
terrorist.
these women, more drugs. That's all a man can ask for.
So yeah, the twist is that he's not actually the Mandarin.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I still think that's like disappointing. Like I wish he was the Mandarin.
And that's the reason why no one likes this movie.
That's
And
the
everyone called it the
original
black
lot.
sheep and everything. It's just because the villain and the whole like Mandarin thing, which I understand. But if you look past it, we got Shang-Chi now. Okay, we have the actual Mandarin. And I love how Trevor, Ben Kingsley's character, shows up in Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Because he's like paying for his actions. Because yeah, of course the real Mandarin would want to take him in after he's been on the news calling himself the Mandarin.
Yeah, no, like this guy's copycatting me. I'm gonna get him out.
But yeah, it would have been so much better though if the bad guy in this movie was the real Mandarin.
Which is honestly the
Wen
reason
Wu, his name
why.
is,
Yeah.
I think in Shang-Chi. The leader of the 10 Rings, the whole like reason behind Iron Man's origin. It just would have made for a better like end of the trilogy.
It makes more sense, and that's what kind of why I call it the black sheep. But looking past it now, the bigger brain and older, nah, it's definitely
Still a good movie.
It's
yeah.
still honestly
and all the
a good
Trevor
movie.
scenes are just like hilarious, anyways. Like,
Yeah.
I love him. I love Ben Kingsley. So he does such a great job.
And it makes sense because like they were clearly setting up Guy Pearce to be more villain. We spent more time with him.
Yeah.
I wish, but Ben Kingsley played such a scary villain. Like
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and like, on all the news tapes, like the Mandarin, like when he's like acting as the Mandarin, he's like so scary because he does like such a good job at it.
I wish he was.
So it would have been cool, yeah, if he was the actual villain.
Like, I feel like this is like a Dark Knight Rises situation where like they had this awesome villain Bane the whole movie.
But then they just twist it at the end and just like throw him off to the side.
Yeah, like he literally dies from the Batmobile killing him.
That was the Bat Pod.
It was the
that
Bat
shot
Pod?
him, yeah.
That's right. Then
Catwoman just shot him.
Yeah, that's all.
At least it's not as bad because that in the Dark Knight Rises that literally happened at the very end.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, it's not as bad.
Like that was after the final battle and everything that happened.
But it was so
which made it
disappointing.
even worse.
It was so disappointing either way.
Yeah. But yeah, he's just like an actor and everything, and he tells him and Rhodey that that he's after the vice president and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And then we reveal that the vice president's with them because he wants his daughter to have the leg back.
Yeah, they call the vice president and they're like, "Sir, like the Mandarin's like made a threat against your life," and he's like. And it's like, I think they're after the president too, who's up in a plane right now. And he's like, okay, yeah, I'll get all these choppers. He starts like talking like super like smart and intelligent. He's like, we're gonna get all these things to help protect him. And he's like, thank you, gentlemen. And he hangs up the phone, and the dude's like, what was that, sir? And he's like, nothing.
Nothing at all.
And then he walks up to his daughter, Jenna Ortega.
Which nobody knows that Jenna Ortega's in the
One of
movie.
her first ever acting roles is in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
And she's in one shot.
Yeah, and she's missing a leg.
Yeah, it's literally just him walking up to her, and it's like, are you okay, honey? And it just pans down to show it she's missing a leg, showing that he's working with Aldrich Killian so that way he can get the regrowth thing to regrow his daughter's leg.
Yeah.
The vice president's never brought up again.
No.
I don't even think we see him pay for his actions or anything like that.
Oh, in the movie? No, we see him get, like, taken away in handcuffs by
That's
Rhodey.
right, yeah, they just show that real quickly, but...
But he's not important. He's not like a Hydra person or anything.
Yeah, so it's like a random thing just brought up.
Yeah.
But however, we do get Rhodey and Iron Man going after them.
Which is
in the
awesome.
plane
We get more
because-
Rhodey.
Because chewing gum guy took over the Iron Patriot suit. Like Killian showed up there. Guy Pearce, he just took his shirt off for no reason, and he was like, he always does that. Like for some reason, once he has the fire abilities, he's always breathing and going like this. And he's always shirtless.
He's like with the chewing gum guy or Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce.
Yeah, he's always he's just feeling out the aura of his weird.
He's acting so sexual too. He goes up to Rhodey's suit and touches it. And he's like, "We're gonna get you out of there. Is it getting hot in there? Is it getting hot in there?" And it's
So
like, "Yo,
weird.
what am I watching here?"
I still don't really understand their whole ability. How is that that fire is keeping them alive?
Yeah, I don't know. Then Rhodey comes out and tries fighting him, but then he literally just breathes fire, which is something that's never brought up again.
Yeah, he doesn't do it ever again.
Yeah, Rhodey's just
And it's
so you breathe fire, huh?
It's
That's
the
weird.
weakest fire too. It just creates a little flame behind him.
Creates a flame, and it's he acts like he just did some big move or something like that, but it's no one cares.
It looks like the goofiest shot. It's
yeah, and the chewing gum guy just takes over the Iron Patriot suit, flies to the airplane.
He does,
and literally just kills every guard on the airplane.
yeah, he does.
And almost kills the president.
I do think the scene when Iron Man kills him with shooting a blast from his chest piece was awesome, and he got that one-liner. What was it again? Something son of a bitch.
It's come back from that, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, it was yeah.
Yeah, because he
Screw that guy.
put the president in the Iron Patriot suit and sent him off to the cargo ship coordinates. Mm-hmm. And then Iron Man, he just blew the chewing gum guy's heart out, which is such a satisfying death. Because that guy was so stupid.
I hated it. I'm glad, and then we got a cool one-liner from Tony from that.
Yeah, but then we get one of my favorite scenes for
Tony.
Iron Man. Out of the entire MCU for Iron Man is everyone that was in the plane are now free falling in the sky. And he has to find a way to get them on. And he's like, "Jarvis, how many can we carry?" And it's we can only carry 4, sir.
How many are there? There's 13.
Yeah, there's 13 or something like that. And then he just skydives. They're all falling. He grabs one woman and he tries to tell him it's all right. This is the game Barrel of Monkeys. Everyone grab your monkey. And it's epic music playing. He's just flying around and they're all collecting everyone. It's the opening of Wii Sports Resort.
It is actually.
When you're skydiving and all your Me family, you have to collect them all in the skydive to take pictures and stuff.
It's literally just like that.
It's literally just like
they
that.
added a detail electroshock where when you grab onto somebody your grip's strong to make sense why they're holding on to each other so long.
Yeah, and then they all grab onto each other and everything. It's such a great scene. I love it.
It
so
looks
much.
fantastic. It looks like part of it they actually filmed skydiving, and the other part was Tony in the Iron Man suit.
Yeah, the effects in this movie are great.
This
And
honestly-
all the suits are practical.
Which is why that's actually another thing I was gonna bring up. I love how every suit's fully practical for.
Once you get to Infinity War and on, it's not practical anymore. It's all just CGI because of the nanotech stuff. But
which is stupid.
These old practical suits are just so cool.
That's why they look better. It's
Yeah.
honestly probably the best looking Iron Man movie ever. Best looking Iron Man anything.
Yeah, I really do like the way this movie looks. I think the color grading is really good in this movie.
Yeah, no.
Like I said, Shane Black did a good job with this movie. I think,
and
this
that's probably
movie
the only
was
good
really-
job he's ever done in his career, besides acting, which he was also in the original Predator.
Yeah,
I gotta show you the original Predator film, dude. It's
the first one.
yeah,
I've seen it.
yeah. I gotta show you again.
I'm gonna watch it again, just to look out for Shane Black, I guess.
That is what I consider the definition of peak testosterone in a movie.
Right. Yeah. So he saves all those people, and it's so cool because it was an epic moment. He's like, "All right, Jarvis, let's go after Killian," and then a truck just hits him
And it was revealed
and
he was
breaks apart all the Mark 42 armor.
Yeah, that suit gets some serious damage to it the whole movie.
Yeah. And so him and Rhodey are both without suits, and they go after Killian on the ship, and the president's in the Iron Patriot suit, and he kidnapped Pepper out of nowhere.
Yeah, he did. And he gave her the same weird flame ability. I still don't really understand.
Yeah, so now she's injected with the flame stuff too.
I really don't
generating
even
ability.
remember what it's called. I just remember it's oh, they're flame people now.
Yeah.
Demon things.
But I do love the whole ending on the cargo ship.
That was the greatest part. That's
yeah.
the centerpiece of the film.
Because Iron Man calls in all of his suits.
Which we get to see like what he's been doing because he's been working so long.
Yeah, because like underneath his mansion was like this bunker full of armor. And they all just shoot out and fly, and we get this like awesome shot of all the suits flying in.
All comic accurate. We see them in the comics and like other stuff.
Yeah, like all these different unique suits.
One of my
Jarvis is controlling all of them.
One of my favorite ones, we got to see the very first Mark I Hulkbuster, the blue one.
Yeah, like the big blue one. Yeah, he runs like the Hulk, and he just all it does is just hold up that one thing.
I know.
That's the only time we see it do anything. It's just holding up that piece.
I wish we see it do more, but like that's like the very first. That's actually in the comics too. That's the first Hulkbuster. And it's like, I feel like it's a good way to hint at the events for Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Like, he gets the real Hulkbuster.
I like the one with like the two like drill arms too, and he just like slams in the ground and launches them in the air, and then he like stabs both the flame guys.
I love the one where it can split his like limbs into different pieces and like attack everyone at once.
Yeah, split up, hit everyone, then it formed back together. Yeah, so many cool, unique suits. And I love how Iron Man's just like jumping from suit to suit.
Yeah,
trying to get around and like fight all the flame guys.
We spent a whole movie with Tony. Now we get to get the finale. We'll like see him like what he can do with all of his suits now.
Yeah, we get to see Rhodey pulling off some skills about his War Machine suit. Like he's literally like jumping around the cranes, sliding things down.
Yeah, it was awesome. We got to see him how good of a marksman he is with the gun.
Yeah, like he like lands on like the president, like destroys the cable and like the things coming down. He shoots it, hits the cable so that way they swing across.
It's great. We get to see more screen time with Rhodey.
I like how when the president lands in the Iron Patriot suit, he like turns around. It's like a hero shot, and he's like, "You look damn good in that suit, Mr. President."
But I'm gonna need that.
Need that back.
Yeah, we've come a long way since Terrence Howard from the first movie.
I know, right? Like, thank God Don Cheadle showed up in Iron Man 2. That's the only other good thing about Iron Man 2 is that we got Don Cheadle.
It's probably the only good thing about Iron Man 2.
Yeah, because he's just so much better as Rhodey. I can't imagine Terrence Howard as Rhodey. I just can't.
I can't either.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. There is no next time for him.
So then we get into like the final fight against Iron Man versus Killian, Guy Pearce, which is not really much. He's kind of just like flaming around. They're just hitting each other.
It's mostly digital, but we do get to see Guy Pearce, and like really think about it, like he could work as Wesker. Like how fast
he was like moving really fast. Like he was like dodging some of Iron Man's punches, and I was just thinking of Wesker the whole time.
And if that was actually just Guy Pearce like on a green screen or something doing that to make it look faster, like he can work. I still want to see Anthony Starr though. Like he has Wesker's like face, like his like square face he has.
Yeah, and a really cool thing is like after like all the other suits are like done with and like dealing with the other guys, the Mark 42 comes back and he's like, "Oh, the prodigal son returns."
And it breaks.
And he like calls it, it just breaks into a bunch of pieces.
It's like destroyed. At this point, it's nothing.
But it's almost like he like planned that, or he was just smart enough to know that it would still work because after Killian is like doing like another like monologue like he always does, he just like attaches all the Mark 42 to him and just tells Jarvis to blow it. And he literally just explodes.
Which is genius thinking on his part. So I think it was just a smart move, like quick thinking.
Yeah. And he tries saving Pepper because she's up in the ship too. And she's about to fall in the fire, but then she does fall, and you think she dies.
But she didn't because she's Pepper Potts.
Yeah, because when Iron Man finally gets back to like the ground level of the ship, Killian comes back. And I wish we saw him as like a skeleton, almost.
That would be
Since he was sort of like walking like one too.
It kind of, like, that shot, again, like, reminded me of Wesker at the end of Resident Evil 5 when he's all ashed up like that.
Yeah, and he's just, like, regenerating. Like, the Mark 42 explosion didn't kill him.
And then that's when we get the bigger reveals, like, I am the Mandarin. And then
he's like, I am the Mandarin. And it's like, no, you're not, bro. That's the reason everyone hates that movie is that one line. Guy Pearce is like, I am the Mandarin.
That's why I hated it.
And then Pepper comes in and saves the day.
You know, honestly, I just wish they just didn't do the Mandarin and they just did like his like Guy Pearce's character.
Yeah, like he had his own villain name and stuff like that.
Like they literally set him up and they just threw in the Mandarin. I wish they like saved the Mandarin for later.
Yeah, no. That is like the only fault of the movie is the whole Mandarin thing.
Honestly, yeah, they should have just dropped the Mandarin, dealt with Killian as like his villain. I don't even know if he's in the comics still.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the Mandarin should be the big like Iron Man's like big bad, like the big bad.
Yeah, and I love how Pepper literally just becomes like a badass in like this like one moment and is able to do all these flips and just like one tap Killian with like that bomb.
And she has these powers still.
Yeah, she has the flame powers too, which. You know, they just, like, write it off that, like, oh, yeah, Tony figured out a cure for her and stuff like that. Because it's never, like, brought up again. There's no consequences with it, even though there is with every other character that has the heat abilities.
That's another thing. Like, I don't really get the flame thing. Like, I wish they did like something a little cooler.
It's almost like a plot hole for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, he saved the day. Happy ending. He finishes off his narration.
And then he also he gets his arc reactor removed and got those shards out of him finally.
Yeah, that's another very important thing. Happy's okay. He wakes up in the hospital. He's all fine now.
He's all happy.
Yeah, he gets the surgery though, so he doesn't need that arc reactor anymore. So he's got the heart,
Which is depressing because he looks really cool with it.
I know. And he blows up all of his suits. They all blow up in the
Which
fireworks
is like a
show.
big moment for him. Like he's like leaving that behind, even though he really doesn't because he's Iron Man.
Yeah, that's the other big flaw in this movie. Everyone points out is that the whole end of this movie, the way they were wrapping up Iron Man's trilogy and everything is all right. He's done being Iron Man. Okay, he doesn't need it. He doesn't need the suits. He can just be Tony with Pepper and everything like that.
Which they
and then
retcon.
Age of Ultron, he's just back in the suit, flying around doing Iron Man stuff.
And Pepper's just okay with it.
Yeah,
They just kind of completely wreck on the end of this. So it doesn't even complete his arc because Endgame is what really completes his arc. So it's kind of strange.
yeah. So I don't know. I still really like the movie.
I do too.
And of course, we don't get two end credit. We don't get a mid credit scene. We only get an end credit scene.
And it's just a joke one. It doesn't really go
Yeah,
anywhere.
it turns out the entire narration, he was just talking to Bruce Banner the whole time.
Which was a funny detail. And it's a cool thing for me because I feel like this is a great way to build up their friendship, which is I feel it's a little underrated.
Because it looked like he was almost staying with Bruce Banner because he packed up some things and left his house behind. Mm-hmm. So
Because it's completely destroyed.
yeah, and so he might be staying with Bruce Banner or something right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another cool shot before we get to our rating is when he's looking at his helmet in the fire. After exploding, he's looking at his helmet and it's on fire,
Yeah.
showing that's it's the demon side of him. He's got to leave the whole Iron Man stuff behind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just another really cool shot in the movie. A lot of really good shots and moments in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, there is.
So
The one with Pepper Potts holding his mask up to her face.
yeah, her holding the mask and hitting her head against it, which I think was in the trailer for Endgame or something like that.
I don't know. I don't
not
remember
sure.
the trailer.
I'm not sure, but yeah, that was also a great shot.
What's another good shot? I remember I told you one, but I can't remember now.
I don't know.
There's a lot of good shots in here. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that girl we can't remember her name. How pointless she was for a second. That scene.
Oh yeah, she dies.
Yeah,
We forgot to mention this. Tony's zip tied to a bed, and we get a bunch of little funny ones with these guys. But
which is honestly, now that I think about it, I shouldn't have said she's important. She's the most forgettable part.
yeah, she threatens to kill herself to Guy Pearce to spare Tony's life, but Guy Pearce just kills her anyway.
Yeah. So what was the point?
And then Tony literally just doesn't bring her up or ever cares about her again.
Because he never remembers her. Remember?
Yeah.
Well, I feel that was her big thing too. She's jealous. You don't remember that night we had? You don't remember me? That's her whole motive. It's proving to Tony.
I don't know. She's a very useless character. It's okay. We don't see her ever again.
I don't even remember her name. That's how.
I don't either.
That's how useless she is.
Yeah.
It's Rebecca. The actress' name was Rebecca. I don't know. Rebecca Hall, I think. I don't know.
That's Iron Man 3. What would you rate it out of 10?
I kind of want to give it an 8 still. I liked it that much.
You want to give it an 8?
Maybe. But then again, some of it brings it down because of the Mandarin
I'm going to give it a 7. It's not as good or better than the first Iron Man.
No.
Way better than the second one, though, which I gave a 5.
Yeah.
So
I might give it a 7.5. I liked mostly because I liked it a lot more than when I was a kid, so I have to give it some bonus.
I'm just giving it a solid 7, which is not a bad start to Phase 2 of the MCU.
No, it's a pretty good start.
Next time, we got Thor, The Dark World.
Oh.
Been waiting to get this one, talk about it.
This is going to be interesting.
Hopefully Logan can join us for Thor, The Dark World.
Yeah, we're calling you out, Logan.
I know. Get it together. But yeah, Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that was good. It's good to rewatch it.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We're going to be talking about some childhood video games I brought.
Well, I'm not talking about it. You're talking about it.
I'm talking about it. I'm going to be telling you. I brought 6 games here from my childhood. Boom. They're literally all original Xbox, and then I just brought one DS1, because why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, these are some great games. So I'm just going to start with one and go down the list here. This is such a special game to me. This game is has battled in like my top 3 video games of all time. You know, it's up there, Galaxy and Ocarina of Time, and like Halo 2 and everything.
Dang.
This game is god tier.
It's crazy because that's SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, which did get a remaster like a couple of years ago, which I also have. But if you can, I highly just recommend the original.
No, I've actually never really played I might have played. Didn't they make another Bikini Bottom game too, or no?
No. So the same people that made this one, right after they made this one, they made the SpongeBob movie video game.
I might have played that one,
which is also really good.
I think I played that one. Like
you've probably played SpongeBob Truth or Square, the video game, because that one also deals with robots.
I played it one time at a friend's house. I don't remember which SpongeBob game, but like, the more you talk about this, more I kind of want to play it now. We got a live stream and see my reaction to it.
I really want to, because this game is a classic collectathon. So it's like your Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64 type thing, but it's SpongeBob.
So it's definitely my alley, because I love the old 3D platform collectathons where like you could go any level. That's why I like Odyssey. That's why I like the.
And this is so special to me because SpongeBob was my all-time favorite cartoon show as a kid.
That's fair, yeah.
Me and my brother would watch SpongeBob all the time. Have all the seasons on disc. The movie was just. SpongeBob was such a huge part of my childhood. We had SpongeBob bed sheets, SpongeBob CD player, everything we had SpongeBob. We had SpongeBob birthday parties, me and my brother. Like literally everything was SpongeBob. That is literally defined my childhood. And I think it's defined a lot of people's childhood too. You always have those people that are like either they watched SpongeBob as a kid, love it, and you can quote it with hours of each other, or you had the kids that weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob because their parents said, oh, it's dumb, it'll rot your brain, which I did have friends that were like that. So every time I quote SpongeBob, they don't get it. And they just grow up hating SpongeBob and thinking, oh, it's dumb, you know, it'll rot your brain and stuff like that. What are you guys talking about? Oh my gosh. If any of you out there are about to become parents, do not, not show your kids SpongeBob. Show them SpongeBob, at least the original seasons. Like, from season 1 to 6 has great episodes. Like, you don't need to go past that or anything. Because, modern episodes suck. My God. But, yeah, show them SpongeBob. Because it is, the greatest cartoon of all time. And this game is based after the first 3 seasons. Which is peak SpongeBob. Like, before Steven Hillenburg was, started to, go away from the show, and then he died.
Sadly.
So... yeah, this game has all kinds of references. Like, the worlds are amazing. Like, the first world is Jellyfish Fields, and then you go to Goo Lagoon, and...
Did you fight oh my God. Isn't Davy Jones in this?
You mean the Flying Dutchman?
The Flying Dutchman, that's what his name is.
Yeah. How much of SpongeBob did you watch as a kid?
I was, in between. My parents didn't think it would, rot your brain. Did you know SpongeBob was originally an adult show?
Yeah.
That's probably why they thought it's a little inappropriate for kids, but they loved it later years when we got older.
Yeah.
My mom was laughing her butt off when we were I want to say when I was 13, when we were a little more mature, and then we were watching SpongeBob. She loved it though.
Yeah, SpongeBob is god tier, but
I forgot. I don't know why I thought Davy Jones because of the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah, he's the Flying Dutchman. Yeah, the Flying Dutchman's a boss, and the Flying Dutchman's graveyard is one of the last levels, and it's such a cool area.
I've always loved him as a character too.
I love the kelp forest world in this game because the kelp forest was that's one of my favorite SpongeBob episodes. But they're just trapped in it and they can't leave and they keep asking the magic conch for help. But they turn the kelp forest into a whole world and everything, and it's oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Like Rock Bottom from the episode.
Yeah.
When the bus leaves them behind in Rock Bottom and it keeps leaving and he keeps trying to catch the bus and everything.
I know what you're talking about.
You can explore all of Rock Bottom, and there's a museum there and everything. And all the SpongeBob characters are in here. You play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy, and they all have their own unique movesets and puzzle-solving capabilities and stuff like that. The music, the soundtrack in this game, for some reason, is god tier. They have orchestrated tracks for a SpongeBob game. I think I played you the final boss theme in this.
You have. Yeah.
If you guys look up the final boss theme, the Robo SpongeBob boss theme in this game, just listen to it. you're gonna be like, how is this a SpongeBob game? It's like so epic and grand for like a finale.
I remember he showed me the whole final boss, like with against Plankton inside the giant robotic SpongeBob, and you could see through the eyes of like.
Yes, dude.
What was this? Plankton's like restaurant.
The Chum Bucket?
The Chum Bucket, that's what it is. It's bucket something.
Yeah. The final boss takes place in the Chum Bucket, which you need like 70 golden spatulas, which are like your stars in Mario, or
the
your
stars are Jiggies,
or your Jiggies in Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, those are like your main collectibles. There's 100 of them in the game, and you need like 70 or 75 to get to the final boss.
How many are there total?
100.
Oh, you said
I just said that.
You did.
Yeah, and like the currency are these things called like shiny objects and everything. You use that to like buy like expanded areas in the levels to like find more golden spatulas, or like you can buy golden spatulas from like Mr. Krabs by trading a bunch of them because they're like the money, and he's like obsessed with money.
Yeah.
But yeah, the boss fight's just incredible. The first boss fight is against Robot Sandy in the Poseidon, which is King Poseidon's like arena. And it's like massive in the game. They made the map so big and the ambience noise, and there's like a whole crowd watching you just like fight Robot Sandy.
Yeah.
And it's so it's so like epic. I don't know. There's such like a grand scale to this game.
One of the bosses you always told me about, like that scared you as a kid, was the Patrick one.
Yes, the second boss is Robot Patrick, and it. So like the funny thing is, when I was like a little kid, you know, I was like 5, like 6, 7, 8, 9. 'Cause I played it every year since I was 5. Played through the game. I completed it so many times. Robot Patrick started off as like my favorite fight in the game, and I would always like draw pictures of him and everything. And then I ended up having nightmares about him, so I became scared of him. And then later I went back and I was like, yeah, this is just like the coolest part in the entire game.
You just kept going back and forth.
Yeah, I just kept going back and forth because he's got a creepy design. They ruined his design in the remake. Like I think they ruined like all the art designs in the remake. That's why I still prefer the original, because it's got like more of that OG SpongeBob.
Like it's got that charm to it.
Yeah, kind of like how in the earlier SpongeBob episodes he was hand drawn. So
yeah, no, I always prefer hand.
He had more of like a longer, like arching look to him, and that's the design they go for here. And the remake, they go for like the modern, like perfectly like square sponge kind of thing. I'll show examples on screen, but the original just has way more charm and character to it.
It's hand drawn, dude. I always prefer.
Especially in the
hand-drawn.
cutscenes, like the animations are so goofy and everything. But yeah, Robot Patrick. It takes place in Industrial Park, which in one episode of SpongeBob, there's an episode, Hibernation Week of Sandy, where she wants to do everything she possibly can before hibernation of SpongeBob. So they do all these dangerous like games, and one of them, she's like, we're on a bike, and it's like, whoa, this is a better change of pace, Sandy, and it's like, yeah, just nice for a bike ride for the park. Industrial Park, and they go to this like factory place with like acid and everything, and they like ride their bike around it. It's like a small scene. They turn that whole place into a boss arena, and they put like Robot Patrick in it, and they play this like creepy yet like catchy like music for him. It's got like choir in the background of it. It's got like bongos and like rockas like doing this like creepy kind of like monk kind of beat.
Yeah.
It's so, and you gotta listen to the soundtrack. It's so interesting.
I have to.
Yeah.
I just gotta play the game. We'll live stream it.
Yeah, and like Robot Patrick always scared me because he has like ice breath, like Superman's ice breath. Like he like freezes Squidward, and then he freezes SpongeBob, and you have to play as Sandy to like save both of them by by raising the acid level to melt them. It's just so many creative things. Like the different power ups you unlock, like the bubble bowl. You have to like, it's like a bowling ball with like a bubble, and you like throw it. And you got like the missile, which goes into like a first person. You can fly this missile around like anywhere. It's like timed.
Yeah.
And you have to like hit like hidden switches like around corners of the maps you can't see. And so many cool abilities. Yeah, your main attack is SpongeBob's bubble wand.
That's amazing.
You just like smack enemies with it. And
yeah,
everything.
I remember seeing like clips of that when you're fighting the boss fights.
Yeah, fantastic game. You got to check it out. We're definitely gonna stream it. You guys at home play.
It'll be
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
I'm probably going to be most likely playing it because I never played the game, so it'll be just probably me getting my full reaction of it, and then we'll rate it. I mean, review it, not rate it.
Definitely do a full review because, oh my god, there's so many levels and like fun things to cover over. A bunch of Easter eggs and references.
Yeah. Now this next game you're bringing up, I also really want to play because I'm really into James Bond now. It might be one of my favorite franchises in movies ever.
007 Nightfire. This is my first ever first-person shooter game I've ever played. Yeah, rated T. Because after this, I played like the original Call of Duties and then the first Halo. And that's when I got into all those franchises. But yeah, rated T for teen. I don't think my mom knew about this one.
Not because like no parent ever back then was looking at the ratings. They didn't know
exactly.
Nobody knew what that meant.
Except I had to beg them to let me get Halo. It's crazy, yeah. I had the strict parents, guys, but I convinced them and I ended up having a good childhood with M-rated shooter games. But 007 Nightfire has such a great campaign, such a unique story. It's the Pierce Brosnan Bond.
Yeah, he's a cool Bond.
Yeah, and it's got so many hot chicks in this one. Like, I'm just looking at the back here. Like, man, like look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's such a cool story. Like the bad guy's name is Drake. He's a rapper.
Wait,
and yeah, the bad guy's name's Drake, and he wants to like deploy something called Nightfire, which is literally just a giant space station that shoots missiles down on Earth.
I always love the title for each Bond thing. It has something to do with the movie. Like it's like a song, or like this case, Nightfire is just a missile.
If you guys ever do a James Bond marathon, rewatching all the movies, in your marathon, play this game. Because this stands alone. It's not based off one of the movies or anything.
That's actually even better.
This is a fully original story of Bond, and it's fantastic.
And it's crazier enough, because like right here on the cover it says EA. They suck.
Yeah, guys. This was made by EA Games.
Before they're, when
Like
they're good?
before they sold out and like created the worst games of all time. You guys all know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you guys know what we're talking about.
But, yeah, made by EA Games. But they did a fantastic job. The campaign, the missions are so like... They're so fun. Oh my gosh, the one where you're in China, when like you're like trying to protect this one guy, and you can like go on like the rooftops. There's a whole bunch of secret like rooms. It's like all like the Chinese architecture, and there's like this like ninja boss at the end. He was like so hard, and there's like 3 of him at like the very end.
That's really?
Because at the end of this game, you like sneak into this like facility with like a bunch of like rocket ships and like high tech and everything. It's like one of the hardest levels in the game. It's the second to last level. And like at the end, Bond gets in a spacesuit, goes to space, and the final boss against Drake is up in space. And it's got like anti-gravity, and you use this like laser gun and everything to like shoot him. It's so cool.
It's crazy because like sorry to interrupt you, but like one of the later Bond films on our marathon. It's Roger Moore. He goes into space too and has a laser gun.
Yeah, which is why I can't wait to get to that one, because I always like thought of Bond going to space because of this game.
That's also why I also told you a while ago, like you get to see he has the best, like Roger Moore has the best like set pieces, like giant set pieces. I wish Star Wars had that level of detail.
Yeah, it's got vehicle sections, turret sections. It's got everything a shooter has in the modern day, but this is a classic.
Yeah.
But the main standout, the highlight of this game that me and my brother spent the most hours in, multiplayer.
That's like the big thing, especially with GoldenEye. Like that was like revolutionary for the time.
Exactly. Yeah, for like the people growing up in the 90s with GoldenEye, that's their game. This was my 007 game growing up, which I think is just as good as GoldenEye.
Which is kind of funny.
In every
like,
way.
Bond's like one of my favorite franchises now, and like I just got into the games. I've only played 2 so far. The one with Daniel Craig, it's like a third-person shooter. It kind of sucked, but it was kind of fun. And GoldenEye, I played the remaster because everyone said the game aged like dirt. The remaster, it's so good. I loved it. It's like just a fun action game. The soundtrack in GoldenEye is fantastic.
Yeah, GoldenEye's great, but I think Nightfire's better.
I believe
especially because of the multiplayer. You can customize so much. They have all the game modes: Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag.
That's why I really want to play this one.
Yeah, and you can like put bots. We would always like put like every single bot and turn them to the highest level. And the multiplayer maps are like huge.
Like the game.
They're not like your standard map. Like it takes like 4 minutes to walk from one end of the map to the other in this game. And it's so cool. Like this one castle map we played forever in like the snow. There's like a monorail system. You can get in like a cart and like takes you around the map, but you can jump on the wires and walk around and get like out of bounds and up in these secret areas.
I do really want to play this game, like you always talk about. I'm excited for the new James Bond game coming out called First Light.
Yeah, First Light. I'm interested to see what that's
because like that's also what this game's going for, an original story with an original Bond this time too. It's a new guy.
New guy.
New guy.
New guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope we see that guy in like the movies too, because like, he looks pretty good as Bond.
Yeah, some of my greatest multiplayer memories come from this game. So I remember my brother had all his friends over, and we did like 4-player co-op because they brought their controllers over for the original Xbox.
Cool.
It was just so much fun. But this was before Xbox Live, before they did that for Halo 2. So, guys, if there's someone out there that has like emulated this game on PC, because there is a PC version of this game that's completely different, and it sucks.
That's like one of the biggest things old games does, because like Back to Battle, the Bikini Bottom, like they had the same cover with like SpongeBob and everything. Two completely different games. Like
exactly.
The PC was completely made by different companies too.
Yeah, the PC version of this game is like not it. So I've like emulated this game obviously using like Dolphin Emulator and stuff like the GameCube version.
Yeah.
If anyone out there has created multiplayer online servers for this version of the game, please let me know, because I would just like download that, hop on, and start grinding that, because
please, so we can live stream it for you guys.
Yeah, this is one of the most fun multiplayers you'll ever have in a shooter.
And another game we can live stream for my reaction, because I really want to play that one. Oh yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man. What's crazy was, like my first introduction to Spider-Man was the Tobey Maguire movies, but alongside those was this, Ultimate Spider-Man. Based off of the comic run Ultimate Spider-Man. It's like a reboot of him in the early 2000s, which I have the omnibuses now.
Yeah.
That I've like read through and everything, because the game actually like takes place in between some of the issues. I've heard kind of like filling in gaps.
I've heard from a lot of people Ultimate Spider-Man is like the best version of Spider-Man, or like one of the best.
I love it. Like I would love for like Marvel to create Ultimate Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, because my only
like not tied to MCU or anything like that, but just like taking off like this comic run, this version of the character.
Like my only like thing I know about Ultimate Spider-Man was that god awful like kids show they made.
Yeah, that literally is not at all like the comics or game.
That's the only thing I know that's like Ultimate Spider-Man. I kind of hated it
because like the comics and game is a more of like a darker, more mature Peter Parker, even though he's only like 15 and 16 throughout the entire run.
Yeah, that's not at all the shows like it.
And it's like way more mature and crazy and everything. But yeah, this game is awesome. I prefer this game over the Insomniac Spider-Man games any day of the week. And I have the right to say that, because I played all of them, 100% of all of them. I just did a replaythrough of Spider-Man 2.
It probably doesn't have MJ segments, which probably makes the game better.
Yeah, it doesn't have MJ segments or Miles segments in the first game and everything like that to slow it down. No, because this game's campaign goes back and forth from Spider-Man and Venom.
Yeah, Venom's like...
You play as Spider-Man and Venom equally.
I've noticed that like Venom's like a big part of like the Ultimate Spider-Man stories. Like he's a big role to play, which is cool.
He is, yeah. And
kind of why I want to get into them.
The music in this game is so badass. The cutscenes are awesome because they're literally just comic panels. I've showed you all the cutscenes.
You have shown me the cutscenes.
How it's like a comic panel and like switches to another one. It shows them swinging across one comic panel and then it like cuts to a bunch of others.
And it has Wolverine in it too.
Yeah, Wolverine's a boss fight. It's like the first boss fight you fight as Venom.
Which is a cool thing I want to see. I want to see Wolverine versus Venom.
You throw his motorcycle through a bar and then he's like, "That's my bike you smashed." And then you like have a fight with him and then you like... after you get through the first phase, they like grab each other and they go through the wall, and like next door to the bar is a ninja dojo, which Wolverine's all about that, and you fight him in there, and it's like, oh, it's so good.
I want to see that in like Secret Wars or something. Wolverine versus like Venom, because like they have Venom.
Yeah, because this is like peak Venom, bro.
Like
there's so many great boss fights, so many hard ones too. Like you play as Venom, you have to fight Electro in Times Square.
That's awesome.
I remember as a kid not knowing that you're supposed to pick up the cars and chuck them at all the LED signs so that way Electro can stop regenerating from it, because he keeps regenerating health. Because at the same time you're fighting him, he can run over to Spider-Man's body because Spider-Man's knocked out and he's trying to kill Spider-Man, but Venom wants to keep him alive because he needs Spider-Man to like gain his full potential.
He's obsessed with Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he's kind of got like that like anti-hero thing. Silver Sable's in it and she's a boss fight too. Fighter as Peter and Venom and everything. Carnage shows up and like Carnage is Peter, because the way Carnage is done in the Ultimate Universe is way different, but it's so cool and scary.
They don't have that like serial killer guy. What was his name?
Cletus Cassidy.
Cletus Cassidy. That's right.
Yeah, no, they don't have him. Like
he's not in it?
Carnage is like a clone, like DNA, like genetic monster of Peter Parker and his dad.
That's also cool.
In it. So yeah, a lot of A lot of crazy stuff there, yeah. There's a rhino boss fight. You're like chasing. The chase sequences in this game are amazing. It plays like incredible music, and you're like swinging. You have to chase the bosses. If they get too far away from you, you like fail and have to restart. But it just adds so much more like cinematic like grandeur to the fights because you're always chasing them leading up to the boss fight. Like the Beetle, which is an exclusive, really cool character in the Ultimate Universe, who's a Latvian agent working for Doctor Doom.
Oh, really?
It's a really cool character. You fight him as like Spider-Man and Venom in this game. He collects like the Sandman serum and everything, and it's like, oh god, the references, the Easter eggs. Johnny Storm and the Fantastic Four's in it, and you like race him around Queens.
Oh, that's sick.
And stuff, and do like side missions with him.
Another game I want to play.
You can unlock other suits. Once you beat the game, you can free roam as Venom, which you can't do in Insomniac Spider-Man 2.
Step up your game, guys.
Exactly. This game is peak. This game is awesome. Guys, go play Ultimate Spider-Man. It's better than the Insomniac games, I'm telling you. And the whole art style is like a comic book. So it ages beautifully.
Which
You're literally
is
just
what
playing a comic
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse does, and I love that movie because of it.
Exactly. So, like, gosh, I wish they remastered this game.
They should. Who's it made by?
Activision.
Oh, yeah, you're never going to
see it. So, yeah, we're never going to see it.
We're never going to see it.
Activision and Treyarch.
Does Activision
Which made the best Call of Duty Zombies game.
They do. Does Activision even do anything nowadays? I don't even know anymore.
They just keep destroying Call of Duty. That's all they're doing is just money farming Call of Duty and making it worse.
They should just like honestly bring back Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that is Ultimate Spider-Man. Next up, we have a fantastic
No, I can't wait to talk
3D platforming game.
With basically the same song with different instruments
Each time. But it's a banger.
Because it's that kind of a song.
Yeah. Pac-Man World 2.
No 1? Where's Pac-Man 1?
I do have 1. It's for the original PlayStation, but I didn't grow up with it. I bought it later on.
I want to play that one. I would love to like play all of these games on the live stream. Like these games are fun.
Yeah, they just remade this game recently, which I have, and I platinumed it on the PS5, which it's an incredible remake. They fix a lot of issues in this. They like redo, like completely revamp some of the levels and make them like way better. But the nostalgia I have for this game is like unmatched. You take Pac-Man, which is like one of my favorite arcade games. I always had like the little like arcade like plug and plays. I grew up with Pac-Man because my dad grew up playing Galaga and Pac-Man like actual arcades. So I grew up with all those games too. And see Pac-Man in the 3D platforming Mario style.
And it works so well for it.
It works so well. It's got such a fun little story. The levels are amazing. The music's awesome.
It's great. Like Pac-Man World is basically like because originally the first one's like Pac-Man's 20th anniversary, so they celebrated it. Redoing everything, his like old style into like
and like the story for that game is that it's his 20th birthday.
And then like that like robot Pac-Man, like was the one who kidnapped
Talkman.
Talkman
kidnaps his family and everything, and then Pac-Man stops and it turns out to be this like gray little ghost that just wanted to like attention, and then Pac-Man just eats him.
Yeah, there's like no like character development for that.
Yeah, and this game, however, the bad guy's name is Spooky.
Which is kind of the funniest thing ever.
It's like not a clever name at all.
But like it's a kid's game. It's supposed to be funny.
Yeah, he's imprisoned in the Tree of Life, which is at the center of Pac Village. And it has these golden fruit on it. And as long as the golden fruit are on the tree, Spooky will be imprisoned because he was first imprisoned. Years ago, this game has lore, has Pac-Man lore, guys.
Which kind of is funny for me.
Back in medieval times.
Sir Pac-a-Lot.
Had to fight Spooky. But with the help of the great Pac wizard who created the golden fruit, gave him like golden powers, and he was able to imprison Spooky in the Tree of Life.
Which is basically just another way of saying Camelot, and this is King Arthur or King Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Which the coolest thing the remake does is after you beat the game, like a portal opens up in the Tree of Life in Pac Village, and you can go into it. And it's like a whole like New Game Plus world. It takes you to the past when Sir Pac-a-Lot and the Pac Wizard were all there.
Really?
Yeah, and you have to do all these like harder revamped versions of all the levels.
Oh, that's actually
so cool.
That's how you do a remake right there.
Yeah, play the remake, guys. It's so good. But yeah, the original has these underwater levels with awesome music. You go to Ghost Island, which is like It's like this like
Louisiana swamp area, right?
Yeah, like almost. And it's got like this like spooky music playing, and it's like super cool. It has like the final level is called like the Great Maze, which is Pac-Man's all about mazes.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
And the whole level's a maze, and it was so difficult, guy. I challenge you guys to try and 100% this game because I've never done it to this day.
Really?
It's one of the hardest games ever to 100%.
And you have OCD. You would have to. You just never did.
I know. So I did it with the remake, at least. Because the remake makes it way easier to 100%. Because in this game, like, you guys can't see this, but there's, like, pack dots. Like, there's, like, over 200 pack dots
Is there, like,
level.
a glitch in the game where, like, you can make it look like you collect all of them, but, like, it doesn't show up in it?
Yeah, it's possible that, like, a pack dot doesn't register because you have to eat every single pack dot. And there's levels where you're basically on rails, like ice skating down a mountain, and you just like move left and right and everything. And if you miss a single dot, and the movement's so precise, you have to restart the whole over from the beginning. And you can't just collect everything, go back and collect the things you didn't collect. You have to do everything in one perfect run.
I remember going in the lava section, like, down the slide. Like, you have to, like...
Yeah, the camera and everything, the controls are so bad.
I remember Nitrorad talked about that in his Pac-Man.
Even in speedruns, like the world record speedrun, it took him, like, 6 resets on that slide part just to collect everything.
It's so difficult.
Because it's, like, so janky and stuff.
You're, like, moving a big boulder.
So, yeah, I've never 100%ed this game, the original. But highly recommend you guys go play it. And honestly, this is kind of like a 2 for 2 because my next game I have on here.
Now, this one's considered the black sheep. It's like
It is the black sheep.
A lot of people don't like it.
Yeah, Pac-Man World 3. Came out 2005, the year I was born.
Me too.
So, yeah, I remember getting this for Christmas one year when I was like 6 years old because I love the second one. And, well, I didn't even ask for it. I had no idea this game existed. My parents must have just, like, found it and got to me like, oh, look what Santa got you. And it was like Pac-Man World 3. And me and my brother, like, ran downstairs and started playing it. And when I turned this game on, guys, Pac-Man talks.
Which, honestly, I like how he talks. Like, they got a good voice actor for him.
And they brought that voice actor back for the remake of Pac-Man World 2.
They brought him back after all these years.
They added dialogue in Pac-Man World 2, and they brought this guy back.
Because, like, his dialogue was so funny. Like, that. Like, I feel like that's how Pac-Man would talk.
This is one of the funniest written games, like, ever.
I remember it's like such sarcastic humor with they brought back the gray ghost from the first game too.
Yeah, the gray ghost from the first game. They give him a name, yeah, Orson,
which is cool.
Yeah, and he's like he built like a new version of that robot, that Pac-Man that you actually pilot it and do like a mech section with.
Oh, they revamp of like Talkman. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a new Talkman. Pac-Man's like, you built a new Talkman? Like they literally like reference it. Now, this takes place on his 25th anniversary, so this came out a total of 5 years after the first game.
So, the second one was his 25th, so this is his 30th?
I know, I just said this is his 25th.
I thought the second one was his 25th.
No, the second game's not an anniversary game.
Oh, it's...
The first one's the 20th anniversary, they made the second one, and they made this one on his 25th.
Yeah, I forgot that this is the 25th.
So he's turning 25, and it starts off of his 25th birthday, and he just gets teleported by Orson to the most un-Pac-Man looking levels you'll ever see in a video game.
That's because during production, this wasn't supposed to be Pac-Man World 3. It's supposed to be a spin-off Pac-Man game with Don Bluth, who made Secrets of Nim.
Yeah, Namco's just like, listen guys, we're running out of time. Just call it Pac-Man World 3 and
we're gonna like ditch this, take some of it, like rehire some of you guys, take some of his art style and make it Pac-Man World 3.
And this game's not much of like a 3D platformer collectathon kind of thing. This is like a combat game. They add combat, which the combat sucks.
Which all platformers.
It's literally like one attack the entire time.
Yeah, but like combat and platformers don't go along. It has worked. Rayman 3 or Ratchet and Clank.
Right.
They make it work.
They make it work, but this game did not do that good. And there's like barely any music in this game too. It's more like ambient sounds.
Yeah.
And, like, very like ethereal.
But I remember the graphics being good and like it's more open-ended so you can explore more.
Yeah, I still really enjoyed the game and it's like story and everything. But
I remember the humor being good. Like like they got guns going daka daka and shoot, what was another one? Like it was between.
I better get a chompa chompa.
Yeah, there's another ghost that said something too before that.
Yeah, and you get to play as the ghost. You get to play as Clyde and Pinky. Well, so in the Pac-Man World games, in the original arcade game, right? Clyde was the orange ghost. someone made a typo mistake and they made the Red Ghost Clyde for these games.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So in this game, you play as Clyde, the Red Ghost, and Pinky, and they have like their own abilities and stuff. And it's really cool.
Clyde's like he's the combat guy.
He's the combat. He like screams and can like one tap the ghosts.
Pinky's
and everything.
like a little bit more interesting. She
creates platforms. You have to like she can only create 3 at a time. So you have to like utilize those to solve puzzles. And
which
stuff.
is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, great game.
Oh, another line that I remember from the game that I really liked was like, me and my private sections between me and Mrs. Pac-Man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, a lot of like weird like sexual jokes too in this game.
But they're so funny.
But yeah, definitely the black sheep of the trilogy.
Okay, I
like it way more than the first one. So like,
we gotta play and review all these games. You know, it's one that they gotta bring back and had such a bitchin' soundtrack, dude. Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness.
Yes, that soundtrack
was
amazing.
Soundtrack too. All right, last game I have to talk about. DS game. We're getting away. These are all original Xbox games, by the way. It's the system I grew up on, but I also grew up on, and everyone did, the DS. New Super Mario Bros. The game that introduced a new age of fans to classic 2D Mario.
And then they made Mario 64 DS, which sucks.
It's not that bad. I played that one a lot as a kid.
I mean,
played that one before I played the Nintendo 64 one.
Well, I mean, of course, no. It's just like it's made for a stick, and it doesn't have a stick.
But yeah, New Super Mario Bros. For the DS is the start of the New Super Mario Bros. Franchise. Because in case you guys don't know, they made New Super Mario Bros. Wii, New Super Mario Bros. U, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, New Super Luigi Bros. U, and it just got old and repetitive. But the original, the first one, actually has the most original and unique level designs compared to all the other ones. After Wii came out, all the other games just copy and pasted Wii over and over again. They even had the Koopalings as the bosses for every world and every game. But this one actually has unique bosses per world, including Petey Piranha from Sunshine makes an appearance as one of the bosses.
That's cool. Yeah, this is the only one you should play. The other ones, I played some of them as a kid, never got far because I didn't care for them.
Yeah. And if you hold L and R at the same time as you start the game, you can play as Luigi through all the main levels.
That's amazing.
And the story, yeah. And he's got his unique abilities. He jumps higher and stuff like that. Which is really cool.
Yeah, Luigi's always better to play as because he can do that.
So yeah, this was such a fun game to go and like complete. Hold up. Sneezing a lot today.
Dang, you got into the red today.
Yeah. But yeah, the standout in this game is the multiplayer in the mini games. So in Mario 64 DS, because that came out before this one, they had like all these mini games and like the Luigi Casino ones and everything.
Yeah.
They brought those all back and introduced new ones to this game. And you can play the mini games co-op too when you like link your DSs together for local play, which me and my brother did every night. We had bunk beds when we were younger, and we both had our DSs, and our parents would tell us to go to bed, and like as soon as like they like left our room, we would take our DSs out from under our pillows, and we'd start playing like the multiplayer and everything. Like he'd be on the top bunk, and we'd be like talking to each other and laughing. Sometimes we'd get like 2 out, and our parents came in, they'd take the DSs from us. But it's such like a great memory I have, and it's all like from this game and this era of DS games. So much childhood nostalgia. The multiplayer mode is called Mario versus Luigi, and oh my god, I think there is someone that made an online service for it. Cause I've watched like some of my favorite Nintendo YouTubers like play an online version of it, which I want to do so badly because the multiplayer in this game is so much fun. There's like 5 different maps you can choose from. I'm pretty sure, like 4 or 5, and it's all about. So like one player plays as Mario, the other plays Luigi, and it's whoever collects the most stars wins. Randomly in the map, a star will appear in a certain spot, and you just like race each other to get it. But you can also hit each other, like ground pound each other, or like use the power-ups like fire, and like shoot each other to like get their stars out of them. They like bounce around the map, you have to collect it, and you're just fighting each other to collect as many stars until the timer runs out.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, there's so many cool things. Oh, I remember the pipe level, which is all pipes. You can get the Mega Mushroom and destroy like all the pipes. And me and my brother would try like to destroy every single pipe. And there's also like one where it's like the underground and they're like all bricks.
Yeah.
We would destroy every block in the map until it was just the question blocks that you can't destroy. And we try to like do these long jumps across the map to try and like get to each other because we destroyed everything.
Yeah.
I'd have to show you to explain it to you.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully we can
I have
stream
an
it one
idea.
day, but
It's gonna be DS games are gonna be harder to like stream.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do that.
No, I know I have an idea what you're talking about, but I wanna play this now. It's good to go back to the DS days.
I know, yeah. We're gonna play that multiplayer, and you're gonna see just how much fun and addictive it is.
I can see it. Like I want to play the one where Luigi's wearing that dapper outfit, playing like handing you cards, playing poker.
Yeah, all the casino games like Memory, poker, like oh yeah, the mini games are fantastic. But yeah, guys, these are 6 video games from my childhood.
6 faces of the MCU.
6 MCU faces. Guys, please go check them out. Watch gameplay videos. Try and play them on your own. Download emulators. Do whatever you can to play these classic games because...
I want to. We got to live stream all of them now.
Yeah. They're fantastic. Next time, hopefully you'll bring your childhood games and we'll get to it.
It's almost like somebody forgot to tell me.
Sorry.
I have to go searching around my place now to see what were really my childhood games.
Yeah. But yeah. Go play those.
Yeah.
Moving on, keeping in the realm of video games.
Good. I love video games.
We are going back to the segment, One's Gotta Go.
Which we were going to do last time, but we ran out of time and it was 2 in the morning and we want to go to bed.
So we got ChatGPT again to give us a bunch of video games in sets of 3. And we got to choose which one has to go.
All right. Oh boy, this is already going to be difficult. I'm looking at some of them right now.
Right. So these first games we got here. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Elden Ring, or The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I have not played The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is one of the games I do need to get to because it is a really great game. Apparently.
Elden Ring or Witcher 3, but I really believe Elden Ring might be better.
Elden Ring is one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in gaming.
FromSoft is a company, is a gaming company I really want to get into. Like really badly, so I've got to live stream all of it.
Yeah.
But I'm probably going to have to kill Witcher 3 because I've seen like what Elden Ring looks like, and it's like the most beautiful thing
I've seen gameplay of Witcher 3 and like that kind of game. I'm going to take Elden Ring and Zelda over it, but...
I want to play Witcher.
I don't know, like I'm not the biggest fan of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, like the newer Zelda games. I love the older ones to death, so when I finally play Witcher 3... maybe I'll like that more and change my mind.
Maybe. But Witcher, I do want to get into Witcher because, like, remember when we were watching some of the fight scenes in the Witcher show? Like, him.
I know, it seems like such a cool world. I want to get into it so bad.
Henry Cavill is just perfect for The Witcher.
I know, until they fired him.
Because they hate Henry Cavill for some reason.
All right, next up, we got GTA 5, Red Dead 2, or Cyberpunk.
I'm killing Cyberpunk.
Killing Cyberpunk too.
You haven't played Red Dead 2, but the story is...
I mean, I have played it.
You have?
I never did like a full... I never like went through and beat the whole game or anything like that.
So you know the story, though?
I do know the story, yeah.
It's so good. I love the story. Arthur Morgan's like arc through the whole thing, it's like one of the greatest like character arcs I've seen in a while.
I know, but like a hot take of mine, I like GTA 5 story better.
You do?
Yeah, I like the story in the game and just... Everybody the GTA games are like way better than the Red Dead games.
I don't know. I mean, there's only 2 Red Dead games. I get that. But, like, I really like what they went... I love the old Western setting. I like my Westerns. Arthur Morgan, like, he starts out as the villain, and then, like, he gets this, like, disease, and then he realizes, like, what horrible things he's done, so he has to redeem himself in a way.
Right.
It's cool. But, like, I love the story of GTA 5 as well. They're both, like, really interesting.
Yeah. Both by the same company, so, like, yeah, great games.
Yeah, they're both peak gaming.
Yeah.
But Cyberpunk, we can get rid of it. I don't need it.
Yeah, no one cares about that. Except for the fans out there, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, this is a good one.
I'm killing Roblox.
Minecraft? Let me say it first. No one's going to see this.
Oh, nobody's going to see it?
Minecraft, Terraria, or Roblox? I'm killing Roblox. As much as I love all 3 of these games, Roblox I have played the least because I honestly was not that into it when I was younger, like most of my friends were. But Minecraft and Terraria is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm still playing it to this day. I play mods and everything with my friends all the time.
Minecraft can be fun.
Minecraft is just iconic. I hate people that compare Minecraft and Terraria because they're completely different in every way. And Terraria is way better than Minecraft, by the way. So
that's a hot take.
I already have so many people that agree with me on that. I guess it is a hot take, but
it's a good hot take.
Yeah, way better than Minecraft. Terraria is such a great game. Oh, this is a great one right here.
And we're already past the time.
Who cares?
Yeah, we're just going to go over it.
Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario 64?
All Super Mario games. That's crazy.
If you guys am keeping up, you know me. I'm getting rid of Odyssey.
I know you would.
Galaxy, God tier gaming. 64, still go back and play to this day. You still see people speedrunning it today. It's just one of the most iconic games ever, and its levels are so great.
It is important.
I love Super Mario 64 and Galaxy. They're more replayable than Odyssey too.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
They just are.
I don't know. They're all really good games. But I'm probably going to get rid of 64. The other two are just goated for me.
Yeah. No, this is a good one for you guys. I want to see what your guys' thoughts on this. I'm going to make a reel out of this too. Super Mario Odyssey, Galaxy 64, which one are you getting rid of? Odyssey is such an easy pick for me. All the games before are just so good. Mm-hmm. So good. Ooh. Oh my gosh.
This one's hard.
The Last of Us, God of War 2018, or Uncharted 4 at Thief's End, which I just played through recently and platinumed it.
Yeah, you still haven't played the other three, though.
I know, but I loved Uncharted 4. And God of War is just, God of War is awesome.
It's God of War. But I love The Last of Us, though. It's hard.
I was never a fan of The Last of Us. That's a hot take. I don't like The Last of Us.
It sucks because I love the story of Joel and like his journey becoming
I like Joel. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I like in it, but I don't know.
His chemistry with Ellie.
I was never a fan of The Last of Us, which is that's another crazy hot take.
Troy Baker's voice acting for Joel is amazing.
Troy Baker, and he's also Nathan's brother in Uncharted 4.
That's right, he is. You know, it's funny. Troy Baker looks nothing like the character, and he's like a hipster-looking 27-year-old.
He's also way younger than Nolan North, but he's playing his older brother.
Which
I remember watching behind the scenes on them talking about it and doing their mocap, and it's so cool.
That's why Troy Baker's an amazing voice actor.
Yeah, I'm usually killing Last of Us.
Yeah, I mean the other two are just a little bit more goated. I have to agree with that.
Yeah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Halo 3 or Battlefield 1? I'm killing Battlefield 1.
I am too.
I've never been a fan of the Battlefield franchise. Call of Duty, especially OG Modern Warfare 2, and of course Halo 3 is one of the greatest shooters of all time. So
Battlefield 3, the original on the Xbox, is actually goated, but the other two you can't compete with the other two. It's Halo and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
So that's an easy one. Battlefield is out of here.
This one's gonna be interesting.
Oh, this one. This one's a good one. Fortnite, Apex Legends, or PUBG Battlegrounds?
I've never played any of those games.
You played Fortnite.
Okay, I've played some.
Everyone's played Fortnite.
I've played some Fortnite. I've never really played the other two.
I've played all three of these. I've spent time in all three of them. And I'm killing PUBG.
Really?
It's the least fun out of the other two. Obviously, I mean, I never liked Apex anyways. I don't like that I don't really like Battle Royale games at all.
Neither do I. That's why I don't really play.
I did love Fortnite, back in season 1 through 4. OG days, back in middle school, playing that with friends. Fortnite does have some the most fun I've ever had playing video games with friends and stuff like that.
Now it sucks.
OG Fortnite was something else. It was so original and everything. And then now it's just every IP in the world, and it doesn't even seem like a battle royale. They have bots in it now and random enemy hazards.
It's because nobody plays it anymore.
I don't even know. I see a clip here and there in Fortnite, and I'm like, what does this game become? Mm-hmm. I haven't played Fortnite since I think the last time I booted it up and played a match was 2019.
7 years ago now. Mm-hmm. That's probably the last time I played a match Fortnite. I don't care for it.
So I never kept up with it after all these years. But back when it first dropped, yeah, I remember my friend Michael showing it to me back when season 1 was about to drop. I mean, when season 2 was about to drop on it, and we all started playing, and we got our whole school into it during that rise of Fortnite. It was so much fun. Yeah, I'm killing PUBG though, because Apex. I guess I enjoyed it a little more in PUBG, even though I really don't care for any of them.
I'm not a battle royale guy.
Yeah. Oh my God. This is horrible.
I can't participate.
Yeah, you can't participate in this one.
I just said I haven't really played FromSoft.
I'm a huge FromSoft Soulsborne fan. I've 100% all the games. I've actually beaten all of them except for Demon's Souls.
Is it better than Bloodborne though?
Dark Souls, Bloodborne, or Sekiro Shadows Die Twice? Okay. I'm getting rid of Dark Souls 1 because Bloodborne came out after Dark Souls 1 and it plays a lot better. It's one of the greatest games of all time. Has the greatest atmosphere and art style in gaming ever, in my opinion. I think it's beautiful.
I mean, the guy who did the soundtrack for Madagascar
did the soundtrack for Bloodborne.
That's like one of my favorite facts we've had on this podcast.
And the whole combat mechanics in Bloodborne is just incredible. The bosses are amazing. The story and lore is incredible. And Sekiro is probably one of the most satisfying games you can master. It's considered to be like the hardest game because like you literally just have one weapon, the katana. If you can't master the katana, you're not beating the game. That's like the whole core of the game is learning the katana and learning the parrying system. And once you pull it off, it's like music. It's like playing with music because press like attack, clanking, like the sound of the clinking katanas with the enemies, like ting, ting, and then you have like a parry, it's like ting.
I remember that boss fight you showed me where the guy undressed and he did this like lightning move.
Do the lightning attack and you like counter it and shoot lightning back. This game, in my opinion, has the greatest boss fights in gaming. Every single boss in Sekiro is like perfect, and like where they're positioned at in the game, like what you're learning. I don't know, it's so perfectly. It has the greatest final boss in gaming history, Ishin the Sword Saint. Everything you've learned throughout the game is fully tested in that final boss fight. And when you beat it, it's just incredible. I've beaten all the gauntlets, which was like insane. They're like so much harder. I've beaten the game where you like ring the demon bell and you keep Kuro's charm, which means you give away Kuro's charm, which means like enemies can you can take chip damage if your parry's not timed perfectly, you take damage from it.
Oh really?
And enemies are like twice as strong and everything, and I beat the whole game like that. So I basically had to like take like no damage at all in any of the boss fights.
That's crazy.
Like I've mastered Sekiro. I put so many hours into that, and Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 1.
I do
100% in all these games.
I do really want to play Dark Souls. I've heard Dark Souls 2 sucks.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is the most recent one I went through and completed, and I really don't like it. I'm gonna get to those reviews when I get to those reviews.
I really want to play these though.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of Dark Souls.
Fair enough.
I think this is a good time to call it.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. We talked about a bunch of great games here, and of course, these, go play them, go check them out. They're amazing. Iron Man 3, starting that phase 2 of the MCU.
It's such a good start.
I think this is a good wrap-up for episode 9.
Yeah.
Of the Weapon X podcast. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Check out our Twitch streams, Weapon X Gamers, and let's keep grinding this out.
Yeah. Gotta keep going.
We're going to be doing this forever.
Forever.
Forever. Anyways, I'm Max Goodman.
I'm Ethan Marquardt.
And we are signing off.